So one of the biggest learning about the automation is when you start thinking about doing it, first of all, there are no limitations to automation, which means there's no specific rule book or guide to automation, and you can explore automation in endless possible ways. So what you need to start thinking about is the wish list, the things that you want to do. So Marianne wished that any job that is posted out there is posted out on social media to specific people without her doing any work. That was just a wish. And going through this process of automation can make them come true. So you do not have to be limited in your wish. You can think about anything that you want to do and you want to be able to do without putting in any efforts. And people might think that you are crazy. So your website developer might think that you are crazy. Even your marketing guys or your sales guys might think that you are crazy because this is something which is not quite common. But it doesn't mean that you stop. You keep going, and the results are amazing. Because first of all, it saves you a huge amount of time, which you can put in doing the things that are the main or integral part of your business. And then secondly, it allows you to reach out to a huge number of people which you couldn't. So it allows you to actually cut down on your time and increase your revenue at the same time. But of course, the initial first few steps are a bit difficult, but once you get used to it, it's quite easy. And to do that, what we have done is we have created this small book or small manual. What we initially did was we created two books, one for sales automation and one for marketing automation. Then we reviewed it, then we looked at the approach, and we finally came to a conclusion, no, this is the wrong approach. We cannot have sales automation and marketing automation separately in two different parts. So we came up with this strategy. And what we have tried to do through this book is to keep it quite small so that you can read it. No one has time to read it, read a big book. And allows you to explore different use cases that you can implement on these different stages. So what I would encourage you to do is to first of all identify the stage that's most relevant to your business. For example, for Geelong Careers, it was more about reaching and attracting and engaging initially. So they chose this stage, and then they looked at different use cases that are possible, and then they said, all right, this is one particular use case or one particular wish that I want to work on, and they worked on that, and that was taken successfully. So you do not start implementing automation like from end to end. You do not go and buy the sales or marketing automation off the shelf. It's a process where you actually drill down your thoughts and strategy to one particular aspect of your marketing or sales, and then look at different processes involved or different wish lists, and then look at one specific wish list and try and automate that. So this book will allow you to explore some of the opportunities that are there, how other people are using sales and marketing automation, but it doesn't restrict you to use sales and marketing automation in that way. The possibilities are endless. Now, what you would observe is that I'm talking about sales and marketing automation generally, and I'm not talking about the tools that are out there. Because tools are only tools. First, we need to understand why do we want to implement sales and marketing automation, where do we want to implement sales and marketing automation, and what are the specific use cases. And once I know these specific use cases, then I can talk about the tools and identify what are the specific tools that would be required, and I'll come to those tools at the real end. So we talked about reach and attract, we talked about engage. The most important thing now is capture, and now that's where the fun starts. Smarter Website plays an important role in helping you capture the details of the people. So of course, the forms on your website, put it on the most convenient places so that people can provide their information in the easiest format for specific reasons. So most of the people, what they do is they have a contact us page and they just put a contact form on the contact us page. What you need to do there is to, for each of your service and each of your product, allow them to provide you their information so that you can help them back, and mention that we'd love to help you more. Provide us your contact details and we'll get back to you with a solution that's specific to your problems or a solution that's specific to your needs. If you have a blog, now some of you might not have a blog. Blog is an excellent tool for marketing as well because it's a content platform. So any content platform is excellent for marketing. And you need to think about incorporating content marketing at some stage. But if you already have a blog, then you need to make sure that you have an option for people to subscribe to your blog, because if someone is reading your blog 1 time, 2 times, he's definitely interested in what you're writing. So you need to give them pop-ups and allow them to enter their details so that whenever you post a new blog, they are notified of that particular blog. Again, so that's the way you are capturing their details. Third is exit intent pop-up. And it might not apply to all of the businesses, but some of the businesses, once you are trying to exit through their website, that's when they throw the best offer. And that happens especially with the shops as well. Especially if you go to countries like India or China, there's a lot of bargaining. There are not fixed prices. So you go there and look at something and it costs, say, $500, but you are not convinced with the price. Then he proposes 400, 300, something like that. And while you are leaving their shop, that's when say, whoa, wait, we've got this specific offer for you. There's something really interesting that suits your budget. It will cost you $100 and we'll give you this, and this with this. So websites can have the same ability that when you are looking at something specific and you are exiting out, it's say, oh, you're exiting, but hey, we have got this specific offer for you that will exist only for this moment, which is a 40% off or whatever it is. Slide and scrolls, which means that when people are scrolling through your website can have the ability to introduce scrolls, forms that comes in when a person is looking at only a specific text or only a specific section on your website. And you can actually time it so that if you've got a very long page or long home page, and people come on one particular section and they are looking at that section, or they are looking at a particular video, or they are just reading through that content, and as soon as they spend 10 seconds or 15 seconds looking at that content, that's when the slide and scrolls come in and ask them to put in their details and get more information. You can, of course, offer content upgrade. If you are generating a lot of content, what you can say is, you provide some content for free, and then you have a read more button, and you can say, oh, if you want to read more, you need to provide us your email address, or you need to like our Facebook page or something like that. And if your content is worth it, people would love to do it, which means their email address or their like is worth something. You need to be making sure that your content or what you are providing is more than it, so that people are happy to exchange their email address or their likes or their follow for that particular content. There are some similar things that you can do with Homegate and social media campaigns. One important thing, which is not website, but a landing page, is quite important in capturing the user details. So landing pages are the smaller version of websites, which are just one-page versions of website. Landing pages are mostly attracted through Google pay-per-click campaigns. So people are looking for specific product or specific service. They click on a link, they come to your landing page, and that landing page is only about that specific product, that specific service, with either one single price or one single contact form, or something saying get a quote now, and doesn't have any other links, which means you are only displaying in that one particular page, and person cannot go from here to there, and you are directly providing them the option to either get a quote from you or buy from you. So it's more of a sales tool, but what marketers have done is they are using it very intelligently now. And I'll talk about that use case separately, because that's an interesting use case that we all can implement for our businesses. Now, nurture. Now you have got their contact details, you know who they are, what industry they belong to most of the times. At least you have their email address and what kind of services they are looking for, because you have captured their details and you have asked them a few questions while they were entering their details, and you have got those details in the CRM, which means that the fun begins now, or does it? So now you have their information. You can either use in the best possible manner and make sure that they feel welcome, they feel nice, they feel friendly about your brand, and or you can probably just scare them away from your business, and they can mark your business spam. And that's a really important fine line that we need to understand while we are using automation. So automation is nothing but a tool that allows you to replicate or repeat the processes that you would have done manually. So you can replicate or repeat a bad process and the effects are worse, or you can replicate and repeat a good process and effects are really good. So it's really important to understand what processes are you automating and you are doing it the right way. So again, as I said, if you will create a generic email campaign that doesn't look good and directly selling to the people, people don't like direct selling on their email IDs. People like relevant information. So if you're not providing them with relevant information, trying to directly sell them, it wouldn't work. So nurturing is quite important, and trying to understand how does nurturing work is also important. One of the two important things in nurturing is a specific use case that I was talking where we use landing page and email address, which is called drip campaigns, and the other is other generic campaigns.